Hello YouTube, this is Tim. I'm not gonna go by Reflex over 9000. That was some stupid name I came up with when I was younger for whatever reason, I don't know. Let's just go by Tim for now. I wanted to do a Let's Play of Oblivion because no one seems to do Let's Plays quite the way I want them to. I mean, I guess everyone's just different. I love Let's Plays though. And what I've wanted to do is, there was never a Let's Play for Oblivion, or Skyrim really, that seemed to do what I wanted them to do, which was, one, shut up. I will be uploading a non-commentary version of this as well, but the other thing is, like, they don't walk around, and that seems to be something that is really important to me as I play Oblivion. I want to walk around. I want to see people walk around when I'm watching their Let's Plays and things like that. I mean, exploration's a big part of it. I'm not going to show everything, but I intend to show a lot more. I will be walking around. I will use fast travel still, but when I have a new location, instead of simply editing out the part where I walk to it, more often I will walk to it and I'll show you guys that too. I will also be developing my character some. I'm not going to go full, min-maxing, but I will do it some, and I'll give you tips on how I feel you can best maximize your character's potential. Like with level ups, get 5 on everything. I mean, most things are simple like that, but in case you didn't know, I'm going to explain that. I will use exploits from time to time, and I'll teach you how to use them if you don't already know. I'm going to be playing, as you can see, the PS3 version, which is, in my opinion, the crappiest version that you can play of this, but that's what I've got. Bethesda kind of screwed the PS3 over as far as DLC content. Not by a whole lot, though. I mean, it means I don't get horse armor. It means, I don't get spell tomes. And those are neat, and there's the Mehrunes Dagon mission. You don't get that either. But everything else is there as well. I will be skipping ahead, as you can see, from some things, but usually just little things. I don't intend to necessarily fill every moment with talking for the commentary side of this. I may. I just don't know how talkative I can be yet, or how much I can say. But in any case, like I said, if you don't want to hear me talk, I will also be uploading this exact video, but without my commentary. And because I record my audio and my game data separate, and so I splice them together later. And that's how that will be, in case you don't want to hear some nerd go on about this game when you'd rather just, have quiet and and you observe the game yourself. Anyway, I guess let's get started. Also, I do apologize. I will sometimes be talking over the character dialogue.
No, they're dead. I know it.
My job right now is to get you to safety. What's this prisoner doing here? This cell is supposed to be off limits.
Usual mix-up with the watch.
Never mind. Get that gate open. Stand back, prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
You, prisoner, stand aside. Over by the window. Stay out of the way and you won't get hurt. No sign of Stay put, prisoner.
Good. Let's go. We're not out of this yet.
You. I've seen you. Let me see your face. You are the one from my dreams. Then the stars were right. And this is the day. Gods give me strength. Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell. Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered for. I am your emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler. You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way. So do we all. But what path can be avoided whose end is fixed by the almighty gods?
Please, sire, we must keep moving. Better not close this one. There's no way to open it from the other side.
Looks like this
doesn't concern you, prisoner.
Stay out of our way.
Alright, the beginning's pretty simple. You just sort of follow through with the tutorial. You can't really level up at this point. Not that you'd need to start grinding yet. Sorry, it's just kind of dark here. I guess that didn't help much. Anyway, can't really grind much in the beginning, and there's no real point to it since you don't have your major skills set yet. So, you know, just leave that alone for now, I guess. All it'll really do is generate the class at the end of this tutorial. What, I think Boris is his name, what he guesses you are. And, you know, so not terribly important, and you don't have to be that, so you get to choose your class. I don't really like to fight these guys, because they're kind of strong, you know, compared to your character. Not that they're going to hurt you too much, or anything like that, it's just you don't really do much damage to them, and the blades seem to do a pretty good job handling them. You can pick up the captain's Renault, or whatever. You can pick up her sword, but you don't get to keep it. So, I mean, there's a little dialogue for doing that, but it's not special.
Don't know, but it's too late to go back.
You can loot her. Sorry for clearing my throat. You can loot her and get a steel sword off of her. That's
There's trouble ahead.
that's kind of a smart thing to do. I like to reserve my hotkeys for spells pretty much. You can use them for weapons too. Usually when I do weapons, it's only for, you know, early on in the game. But if you're going to be a character that is primarily a melee character, then, you know, it's great for that too, swapping between sword and axe and bow and all that, you know, just on the fly. You can also tap that same quick key again to disarm yourself so that you're using your fists. The lockpicking minigame in this is really boring. There's a little, I don't want to say exploit, but there's a little trick you can do to guarantee pretty much 100% that you'll be able to pick the lock, and I will show that to you in a different video. Right now it's not terribly important. Typically I like to just hit the auto attempt and buy a whole bunch of lockpicks and just, you know, break them over and over again until it's done. Or alternatively, I think it's level 10, you can do the data quest to get the skeleton key, which is a lockpick that never breaks, and then you can just, you know, ram the the square button in this case, the auto attempt button, just over and over again until it unlocks. Plus, it boosts your skill by I think 40. So, even at a skill level of 40, a master lock comes open, with the auto attempt soon enough. By the way, this is my first Let's Play video, so I apologize if things are wonky with it. I am not good with video editing or audio editing, and I personally am not an eloquent speaker, so I apologize for all that. And eloquence aside, I have a really bad speaking voice. Part of that is being from Alabama. I have a southern accent. It's not as bad when I speak slower and, in a lower tone like this, but it's still there. And, I am not fond of the southern accent. I don't know too many people who are. Maybe there are some, but, to each their own, I guess. I personally don't care for it very much. But, please don't be too harsh of a critic of this Let's Play video, because like I said, this is my first time. I love Let's Plays, and they always seem to have a really nice community to them. I think the first Let's Play that I really got into, and it surprised even me that I got into it, because as I mentioned before, I hate listening to people talk, generally. I guess that's not a hard and fast rule, because I like this one. But, it was, I'm trying to remember the user's name. It was John Zoidberg, and then a number. And the guy has the most peculiar accent, but he does a Let's Play roleplay of Daggerfall. And, the guy disappeared from his YouTube channel about 2 years ago, just suddenly disappeared, so I don't know if he died or something like that, and I would really hate that if he did, because he was just such a really cool person to listen to, and he seemed like a really kind, non-judgmental type of person, just from his demeanor in playing the games, and I really enjoyed it. And, just listening to the people comment on his YouTube and giving him feedback, it was really neat. And, I would like to do that too. I mean, this is early work for my channel, so, I don't know if it'll pick up and really get any views or not. But he had, about 500 views per video, and I would like to get to at least that. I don't know, though, because I don't know how much interest there is in Oblivion. That's just something, I guess, that is yet to be seen. There are a bunch of good Let's Play videos for Oblivion already out there. Like I said, there's just little quirks here and there about them that turn me off. Or not necessarily turn me off, they're just not what I was looking for. I watch them anyway, one I saw was a modded video, or rather he was playing a modded game, and it was neat, except that he put a bunch of music in it that wasn't part of the game, and I was like, well, that kind of takes away from the experience. That's my personal opinion, though. I mean, other people, I'm sure, would watch that and be like, oh, that's great, I love that, because Oblivion's music was so crappy. I mean, I would probably hate them for thinking that, because the music in this game is beautiful, but, again, that's personal opinion, so, it's not like that's a fact. Well, it's a fact that it's my personal opinion. Anyway, alchemy is a great thing in this game. It is, if you're not cheating, anyway, it is probably your best source of money. Yeah, I didn't bother to look it up, but merchants in this game, at least on the PS3 version, I don't know about on the Xbox version, or on the PC version. Well, that didn't work. Oh, there we go. But in any case, the the merchants don't lose their gold when you sell to them. Like, if you find a merchant whose maximum gold is 600, and you sell them $600 worth of items, then, pardon me, if you sell them $600 worth of items, you will have, he won't lose any of it. You'll get your money, but he doesn't lose his, and you can do another $600 transaction. I don't know if it's that way on the Xbox or on the computer. Even if it is on the computer, I'm sure the unofficial patch gives you the option to fix that if you want. But I always thought that was a strange thing. I was disappointed, actually, because I didn't realize that that wasn't, when I first played this, I didn't realize that that wasn't the way it was supposed to be. And then Fallout 3 comes out, and I start playing that, and I'm like, well, everyone loses their money. I can't make any stinking money. Of course, you can make a lot of money in Fallout 3 if you know how to do it. I think my personal thing is through the Mesmatron, using the slavers. But anyway, wrong game. I'll get to that when and if I do a Let's Play for Fallout. Oh yeah, one other thing. I will respond to comments and such, but if I do, it'll be through the next video instead of in the comments section. And the reason why is because I hate YouTube trying to make Google Plus relevant. It's not. I don't need that to comment. I was commenting just fine before Google took over and then tried to make a Google Plus thing, and I'm just not going to sign up for it. And you know, that's that. I think I can still respond to emails if you email me. Like I have my certain way of doing this, and if I do something that you didn't understand and you want to know how I did it, then shoot me an email or just comment in the comments section, and I'll try to explain it in the next video. Just because, like I said, you know, I have my way of doing things, and I might forget that not everyone does them that way, and they might not realize.
I cannot understand why I trust you.
Let you
They've
listen
not
to this.
seen what I've seen. How can I explain? Listen, you know the Nine, how they guide our fates with an invisible hand. I've served the Nine all my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder, which sign marked your birth?
All of these are really good in their own way. Some of them have, you know, drawbacks or are just stupid. Some I think are a waste of time, like the Serpent. But like Thief and Atronach are two good ones in their own way, because their luck is hard to raise. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Mage today, just because that's 50 extra magic points that I wouldn't be able to get otherwise. The Atronach's good for.
The signs I read show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come. Your stars are not mine. Today the Mage shall light your way on the paths of glory. No trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy. Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour. In this I am blessed to see the hour of my death, to face my apportioned fate, then fall. My dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death. But in your face I behold the sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness. With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied. I go to my grave. A tongue shriller than all the music calls me. You shall follow me yet for a while. Then we must part.
Anyway, sorry again when I interrupt people like Boris here talking. I have the sound turned down on my end. It should come in, you know, clearly on your end, but on my end it's turned down, and I'm so used to blazing through everything that characters tell me. So I apologize for that. But anyway, the Atronach is good if you're wanting like a good mage character. If you're willing to use potions and the like, or if you're wanting to maximize your potential with spell absorption. You know, if you're not using any sort of cheat or anything, then I'm thinking that Atronach is the only way to get your spell absorption up to 100%. You need other items to supplement that, like the Spell Drinker amulet. If you get it at a high enough level, I think has like 21 or 26 points of spell absorption added to that. So it'd be you know, along with 50 points, it would be 76 or 71. And I know that what's his name, Mankar Cameron or whatever. The guy at the end of the main quest.
Your destiny calls you down a different road.
I am the worst kind of help, you know? Tells me the Emperor's in danger, and instead of a fireball, I end up using my restoration spell, and then the other guy kills him, and then I end up slashing the Emperor. Don't hire me for protection. I'll accidentally cut you. Anyway, you know, I forgot what I was saying about the Atronach.
Hold up.
Oh yeah, Mankar Cameron's cloak or robe or whatever, it also has spell absorption. But anyway, I tend to gravitate towards things like the mage, because it's an increase that I wouldn't be... It has no drawback to it. It's just an increase that I wouldn't otherwise be able to get, because unlike Skyrim, you can't just raise your magic points higher at level. You know, you can only raise it as high as your, I think intelligence is the stat that controls that. Is only once your intelligence is at 100, you're at your max MP, as far as I'm aware. If you know otherwise, leave me a comment, because, you know, I'm still learning about this game.
They're behind us. Wait here, sire.
Wait here with the Emperor. Guard him with your life.
For the Emperor!
Come with us. I can go no further. You alone must stand against the Prince of Destruction and his mortal servants. He must not have the Amulet of Kings. Take the amulet, give it to Joffrey. He alone knows where to find my last son. Find him, and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Stranger.
For the blade
Shows a
and
bad
the Emperor!
And that's that. The Emperor's dead, and you can't take his little silver short sword, which I hate, because I like that silver short sword. Just have to get it elsewhere.
We failed. I failed. The blades are sworn to protect the Emperor. Now he and all his heirs are dead. The amulet. Where's the Amulet of Kings? It wasn't on the Emperor's body. Strange. He saw something in you. Trusted you. They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the veins of every septim. They see more than lesser men. The Amulet of Kings is a sacred symbol of the Empire. Most people think of the red dragon crown, but that's just jewelry. The amulet has power. Only a true king of blood can wear it, they say. He must have given it to you for a reason. Did he say why?
Again, I apologize for
Joffrey,
that.
He said that? Why? Nothing I ever heard about. But Joffrey would be the one to know. He's the Grand Master of my order. Although you may not think so to meet him, he lives quietly as a monk at Waynon Priory, near the city of Coral. First, you need to get out of here. Through that door must be the entrance to the sewers, past the locked gate. That's where we were heading. It's a secret way out of the Imperial City. Or it was supposed to be secret. Here, you'll need this key for the last door into the sewers. There are rats and goblins down there. But from what I've seen of you, I'm guessing you're an experienced bard. Am I right?
You are not right. Here I like to make my own custom class. I never choose any of the things because they just aren't the way I want them. Speed and luck are important to me. I like getting a heads up on those, or a head start rather, not a heads up. Speed affects how fast you actually move, your walking, running speed, and luck, you can only raise luck 1 point at a time. If you're min-maxing your character, to get the most out of your level ups, you're going to make sure you don't have everything, from a governing stat. I'm trying to think. I think alteration, destruction, and restoration are the things governed by willpower. You won't want all three of them in your level up, in your major skills. You're going to want them to be in your minor skills as well, so that way you can make sure to get 5 on your other things without too much of a hassle, and you will have a hassle otherwise, because you might end up with a level that's 5 and then 1 on everything else.
Really? I would never have guessed. Still, I don't think you'll have any trouble with rats and goblins. You must get the amulet to Joffrey. Take no chances, but proceed to Wayne Priory immediately. Got it? Good. The Emperor's trust was well placed. I'll stay here to guard the Emperor's body, and make sure no one follows you. You'd better get moving. May Talos guide you. By the way, thanks for recovering Glenroy's sword. I'll see that it is given a place of honor in the halls of the Blades.
Alright, that is most everything for the tutorial area here. The game is so much nicer after you leave here because it's bright and it's sunny and not a sewer. I don't know, I've never been too keen on this tutorial level. It is very Elder Scrolls-ish, but I don't know, it's just not my cup of tea. However, it does create a nice effect for that moment when you first walk out into the bright, wide world. And I'm going the wrong way. Yeah. Also, I don't know if you can hear me picking up my drink, but I have a bad case of dry mouth today, so I've been... Of course, I'm drinking soda, so I'm sure that doesn't help me any, but, there's also that. Anyway, here we are. You get, before you exit, you get your final, checkpoint asking if you want to edit anything. I'm not going to. I'm satisfied with what I've got. And, that's pretty much it. I guess we'll get out and I'll show you the world, and then we'll call it quits. And here we are. I hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoyed making it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I've had fun doing this, this being my first Let's Play, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Have a good day.